Welcome to the ElderAbyss show. For talking videos, it's the place to go. Game tips, rants, tactics, and more. What you'll find here, you can never be sure.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. In this episode, we're doing some Gears of War 2. That's right. That was not some odd splash screen you've seen at the beginning of the video. It is Gears 2. And just bear with me for a minute before you cut us off. I'm not having a too bad of a flashback, but just to bring you up to speed with what I've got in mind here. What I've been doing lately is I've been playing a little bit of Gears for 2 weeks now, maybe 3. I've put it in a few times a week. And the reason for that is the Gears beta is coming out next month, the Gears 3 beta. If I understand it right, if you pre-ordered it, you get a beta code. And also, if you bought Bulletstorm, you get in on the beta as well, but you actually get in a week earlier than everyone else. And I'm really looking forward to that. It's one reason I got Bulletstorm, although it was a great game and I have a lot of fun with that. That Gears 3 beta is definitely an added benefit to the purchase for me. So what I've been doing is I've been putting in some Gears 2 to try and acclimate myself back to the Gears verse, if you will. And the reason I have to do that is, you may know if you played Gears 2, that game was one heaping, steamy, and you just fill in the words that you would like there. I don't know if that's right or not, or if that gives it justice. The game is fun. I enjoy playing it. I stopped playing the game fairly early on, just a couple of months in, and I've picked it up a time or two since then, but not very much. Played a little bit more here lately, like I said, just trying to get back into the groove, getting ready for Gears 3. Just a little bit of history and backdrop. Watch out for that nade, man. A little bit of history and backdrop of me and Gears. Gears 1, absolutely loved that game. I mean, sure, it had its problems, but I loved it. I had a good time with it. I met a lot of the people that are, in the crew now. Met those back playing Gears 1, and we've been gaming hard since. Gears 2 came out, was stoked, so stoked for Gears 2, and if you got it and played it, you know how that went. It just, I don't know, it was a letdown. It had some major issues, and after who knows how many title updates and patches, they walk around saying that it's polished now, but if, whatever. If you've played it, you know where I'm coming from with that. But I just want to get back used to it. I got to get back into the groove and the whole way Gears moves and vibes and just the way it feels. So that's what I've been doing. And I wanted to put this video together. Watch this guy right here. He's going to try to climb that wall again. So he's lagging about as bad as I am. But what I was going to say is I wanted to put this video out just as a filler, basically. I wanted to get a sense, man, of how many gearheads I had in my regular audience. And now I can't climb the wall. See, he double climbed it. He took away my climb. But I was really seriously curious as to how many you folks out there are gearheads that are watching my show and communicating and commenting and chit-chatting back and forth with me on a regular basis, because I am going to be covering some Gears 3. I'm getting fairly excited for Gears 3, even though 3 months after this game was out, I swore up and down I would never pre-order another Gears game. But I am getting fairly excited, I'll have to admit, because I love me some Gears. When this game, and I don't want to give the wrong impression about this game if you haven't played it. It doesn't play like garbage all the time. It plays good some of the time. And when it plays good, and when you're rolling in this game and everything's working the way it should, in my book, there's none better. None better than Gears. You know, when everything's ticking and working, this game is a masterpiece. The problem is that just doesn't seem to happen all that often. Unfortunately. This game, it causes me to be bipolar. I swear I think it does. Because when the game's running good and I'm having a good time with it, I'm just as content to play this as anything else. And I'm just as happy as can be. But when I start getting garbage with the lag and host bull trash, I get, ooh, this game can make me so mad. It can make a man rage in a heartbeat sometimes. I'm telling you. That's right here. I was waiting to see if the bot was going to take these down. Now I'm playing soccer with the locust body. That's just wrong. That's wrong, but it's funny. This game is a bloody beautiful masterpiece. But yeah, you guys let me know in the comments. You know, just speak up, sound off, check in. How many gearheads we got out there? Because, like I said, I'm just curious. I'm really stoked for Gears 3. And the reason is, I think I done stated that I was stoked, but let me get to the reasons, because I don't think I talked about that. There's going to be, and I'll point it out when it comes up, it won't be too much longer here, as I used Junior he was away at the moment, so I'm just using his AFK body there for a meat shield. But the reason that it's got me stoked for Gears 3, there's a few of them. You've got dedicated servers, which is huge. That is so huge. And if I'm understanding everything correctly, because a little bit of the stuff they've been putting out is kind of contradictory, but the rank matches have dedicated servers. The player matches or private matches are still on the peer-to-peer kind of setup, but it does support host migration in that setup. Both of those are gigantic leaps ahead for Gears. That and the ability to form up a party, hit a server, and play all night long, huge, man. That is one of, God, if you played this game, Gears 2, you know what I mean. You go in, you get your party together, you search for a match, you get in a match, you play a match, it kicks you all the way back out to the lobby, and you have to start your whole search over again. Every game. So you're spending half your time in the lobbies, it feels like. Really frustrating. Always hated that. But that's another thing they've taken care of. So just those 3 changes there was enough to put a smile on my face and raise my eyebrow and give me just a glimmer of hope for Gears 3. I don't know. I kind of don't want to get too worked up about it, because I got so worked up for Gears 2, man. I was so hardcore on this game, and it was such a letdown. So I'm trying not to get too awful worked up about Gears 3, but it's hard. It's really hard. When you went so long living and breathing Gears as some of us have, that just the mention of dedicated servers and persistent parties is enough to just, I don't know, give you goosebumps almost, man.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Starting to sound like a fanboy, but you know, if there's one thing And there's been times I would hate to admit this, but if there's one thing I'm probably a fanboy of, it is gears. So yeah, I'll take that. And did you see that right there? That was not an edit. That was the lag kicking in. Watch my guy jitterbug. And check out my, now watch the ammo on my Lancer as I'm shooting. This is hilarious, man. It's not actually dealing any damage to anybody, but just listen to the sound of it. If you ever wanted to know what an LMG and gears would sound like, this is it. Right here. But this is the kind of garbage that I was referring to that seems to always poke its ugly head out in damn near every match. It's not every match, like I said before, but unfortunately, it is the majority of the matches. There's always some lag issues sometime or another. So it's just something that we've learned to put up with and tolerate, which is sad, really. It is sad. Because the game, it's such a great game in concept, but such a poor game in implementation on the back end side with the net code and stuff that it's just so frustrating. But, you know, we digress. We move on and we cross our fingers for the beta. Another reason I wanted to put this up too is I'm going to try, and hopefully everything will work out okay. I don't know if there's going to be any restrictions on it, but we'll see. But what I'm talking about is the Gears 3 beta. I want to do some coverage of that, but I don't want to get into any copyright issues because it depends on if it's open beta or closed beta. I haven't really done any studying on it. If it's closed beta, I may not be able to bring you video. I'm going to do some research on it because I don't want to get no hits on my channel, but I am going to bring you some video if at all possible. So I gotta find the proper channels and sources to get that okayed. But hopefully I'll be able to bring you guys some video of that beta. And one thing that was really kind of some meat sauce, that dude. I love that. That is such a great feeling. But when and if I get some footage and some episodes up of the Gears 3 beta, this video, and I may do another Gears 2 video depending on how well this one goes over, but this Gears 2 video will kind of give you guys that end up not being part of the beta but may have an interest in Gears, this will give you a sort of benchmark to kind of compare. Okay, you know, this was Gears 2 and this is the kind of stuff we were seeing, and this is how it moved, this is how it played, because they changed the character movement speed. That's another huge thing I forgot to mention. They're taking it back to the Gears 1 speed. That is awesome. But we can compare back and forth and kind of analyze and you know, you've got the proof right there in front of you about some of the changes they've made. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Catch y'all later.
We're all just gamers.